Alright, so we just got our shipment from liveaquaria.com. Today we're going to go ahead and unpack them and show you what we got. There's two boxes here because I ordered Pseudochromis fridmani from the Live Aquaria. They shipped those from Florida, and then the rest came from California. So we'll go ahead and show you what we got. Let's pop them open here. Acclimation guide. It says do not release any plants or animals into lakes and streams. Okay, we'll make sure not to do that. I'm not sure what this is. This is a bowl pack. There's a bag inside here. And then another bag with the Pseudochromis in it. And he's alive in there. It's like a pretty small specimen. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. But, what I like to do is get these fish right out of the bag. Fish didn't come out. Wonderful. There he is. What I do is I get most of this water out. Even shipped with, boy, that feels like some pretty cold water from the cold pack that was in there. And then we'll get him warmed up here in our tank. Flaps here. I've already filled my IV acclimator here. This thing here is just a tube in a bottle with a knot on it. And you can adjust the drip via tightness of the knot. So you can see it's dripping there. So I want to go ahead and it's like a pretty good drip rate. We'll let him start to acclimate right now. box. We ordered quite a few Anthias. We ordered some leer-tail Anthias. We ordered a banana rat. Looks like they've got them individually bagged here. I think what I'm going to do is just let these float until I can get them into the acclimation boxes. It's going to take some time. We're going to go ahead and float them. So far, so good. They're all alive. Which is important. Yeah. So I think I ordered 5 leer-tail Anthia females, small, and I ordered 3 dispar Anthias, which are very similar to the leer-tails. I wanted the African leer-tails because when they change to one of them will change to a male eventually, and the African ones, the males have a purplish color, like the one that we lost after the ick outbreak. And so we wanted to try to replace him. Well, this is our quarantine setup here. All these fish are going into quarantine. We're going to run Cooper Mine in that quarantine tank. It's interesting, they had the cold pack in the one from Florida, came with this cold pack in a bag, and the fish that came from California, it has some sort of a pack here. It's not cold. I guess it's a cold pack. It's interesting that they use different materials from the same company. Shipping was free on these. Even though one fish came from Florida and from ORA and the others came from California, because you know, if you buy enough fish, I think my order was $260 or so with the tax. It was enough where they just shipped them all for free, even though they came from different places, so that was pretty nice. So we're going to go ahead and put them in the acclimation boxes here, and kind of the same way I just showed you with the Fridmani, and we'll get going on that right now. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. These are dispar Anthias. These are beautiful fish. I'm just amazed at the beauty of these fish that you get from live aquaria. So what I'm doing here is these guys are just jumpers. So what I'm trying to do is get them into one container that I can acclimate them with without them jumping out. So beautiful fish. I really need another plant.
nice fish
This is a small leer tail female. I got quite a few of these. Almost lost her there. This, you know, dumping them into a bucket seems to be the ticket because this bucket, you're not going to spill it on the floor as you're pouring them out. It's not like you get a big order of fish like this every day when you're a home aquarist anyway. That's a nice one, it's a little bigger. Looks like my rusty scissors got into that. You know, that's a problem with working with scissors and knives and things that are steel in your aquarium. They're going to rust like real fast. So what we'll do is, look like pretty young ones here. So what we'll do is we'll get them to swim into this acclimation box. I'm sure they'll do. Drain off most of the water from live aquaria that they came in. And, you're freaking me out. They're trying to jump. Look out! Alright, you little bastards. I mean, you wonderful little fish. These are such nice specimens, I can't believe it. In contrast, got some dispar anthias from another supplier about a month ago, 2 months ago, which died within a couple of weeks, and they aren't going to give us a credit for them. And they were smaller than these leer tails. I mean, these guys were small, they were skinny, emaciated. Price was the same. Live aquaria, beautiful fish. I'm really amazed at how beautiful these anthias are. And all of them look healthy. So, makeshift lid. Like I need something better, but as long as I leave them alone, they seem to relax. Anyway. See, our drip is going there. So we'll go ahead and get the chorus wrasse out. I ordered a small one. You know, it's fun to watch your fish grow. You know, it's sometimes I order large ones, but it's a little large. Go ahead and use this small bucket for this guy. That's our chorus yellow wrasse. Swimming around, it looks pretty healthy. Okay, so we have all of our fish acclimating now. There's the Pseudochromis fridmani, there's a chorus wrasse, yellow wrasse. There's 4 leer tail female anthias. We have a 5th one in our tank already. It's about the same size, and these are these beautiful dispar anthias that are just freaking out. So hopefully we can get these acclimated and into the tank. I've got tubes running from my 3 acclimation containers there. It's just water out of the tank. Now this is just a quarantine tank here. It's 60 gallons. I've used it for a while now, and there's probably a little bit of copper left in there, and we'll bring up the coppermine level over time. You can see the one line here, actually a couple of these lines, I've just knotted a airline tube. It's the soft vinyl tube that I'll use for airline on an air pump, and it knots up pretty nice, and you can control the drip. This one here is dripping a little bit fast. I'll probably slow that down here. But there we go. We'll let them go soon. Okay, the fish have been in acclimation for quite some time, and we're going to go ahead and let them go. So I shut this one off here. We're going to start with these dispar anthias now. I really don't want to put any of this water that they came in the these guys are really active little devils. So we're going to go ahead and run them through a net and put these guys in here. Beautiful. Beautiful fish. There we go with the leer tail anthias. They're all doing okay. They like each other. They like each other. I suppose it's quite a shock for them to suddenly be in a large tank like this, going from that little acclimation chamber. Banana rest jumped out into the net, which I guess is fine. That's where I wanted him to go. And they're all in. So we'll bring the copper level up over time in here, the coppermine, and we'll do a few weeks in the quarantine tank and make sure they're eating and make sure that they're looking healthy, and then we'll put them into our reef tank. Now we did have some fish in here for quite some time. Our reef tank was fallow. If you saw any of our other videos, our reef tank was fallow for 3 months about, and so we put one of the leer tail anthias that made it and back into the reef. He's looking pretty healthy. I don't see him in the tank right now. And there's also the yellow goby. We had a video about that. And then these chromis are fattening up nicely and looking good. And then our coal tang is also, we put him into the frag tank. And we thought it'd be a good spot for a coal tang because he'll go ahead and eat some of the algae that's starting to grow in there. Well, here they are in the tank. They were in the quarantine tank for probably 3.5 weeks, and they seem to be doing real well now in the reef tank, coloring up nicely. Those dispar anthias love to school, and the the leer tail anthias aren't much of a schooling anthia, but dispars being in there, they seem to all sort of stay together in the tank. So they're doing well, and I'd appreciate it if you guys had subscribed on YouTube. It helps us out if we can increase our numbers on YouTube. I can get a couple cents for the commercials that come on at the beginning of the videos, and that helps me pay for fish. So appreciate your subscribing, and I appreciate your all watching, all your support. We've got quite a few subscribers now. It's getting better all the time. So thanks for watching. See you next time.